Good, happy Thursday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, we begin with breaking news. New Hampshire Senate votes to decriminalize marijuana. The state Senate has joined the House in passing legalization to decriminalize possession of small amounts of marijuana. The vote on Thursday afternoon in favor of an admin House Bill 640 was 17-6. The Senate version of the bill decriminalizing up to 3/4 of an ounce of marijuana before the bill moves to Governor Chris Sununu for a likely signature into law. It must first be returned to the House, which passed the bill decriminalizing up to a full ounce of marijuana by a vote of 318 to 36 in March. Senator Majority Leader Jeb Bradley said the level of 3/4 of an ounce was a reasonable compromise, while Republican Randy Cushing, Democrat of Hampton, a leading House proponent of marijuana decriminalized, told WMER he was confident the House will concur with the Senate version of the bill. Once the House concur, the bill will then go to the governor. Bradley's amendment to lower the amount decriminalized from 1 ounce to 3/4 of an ounce passed 18-5. The Senate then rejected the amendments offered by Senator Bill Gainier, Republican of Sandown, to reduce the threshold for decriminalizing to 1/2 an ounce on a vote of 16-7. Under the bill, any person 18 years of age or older who is convicted of processing up to 3/4 of an ounce of marijuana would be guilty of a violation punishable by a fine of $100 for the first or second offense, or up to $300 for any subsequent offenses within a 3-year period. Residents told to stay inside as search for armed and dangerous man continues. The search of an armed and extremely dangerous man who police say fatally shot a woman in the head in Lowell on Thursday continues. Lowell police are asking residents in Highlands neighborhood, specifically near Pine and Stephen Streets and Cuphill Square, to stay inside and report any suspicious activity to police. A search has been underway since the woman was found shot at about 7:30 a.m. at 166 Stevens Street. Investigators said she was taken to the hospital where she died. State police identified the man thought in connection with the shooting as Ross Elliott, 51, of Lowell. Middlesex County District Attorney Marian Ryan said an active search is underway. Investigators said it appears that the woman was shot in the common area of a 3-story, 18-unit brick apartment complex. SWAT teams responded to a home on Gorham Streets in Lowell looking for the man, but he was not there. Lowell police suspect William Tyler said teams were also searching an area near Academy Drive. The victim has not been identified, but neighbors said the woman was in her 40s and lived in the complex with her mother and young child. The woman's young child is safe, police said. According to court documents, Elliott was charged in 2004 with an armed assault and intent to murder and kidnapping. In 2005, Elliott was charged with aggravated assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, resisting arrest, and threatening to commit a crime. Process to re-enter U.S. illegally after deportation can take years. Let's take a listen to this video from WMTW News 8 in Maine.
That's why there's a Nationwide. They help protect and grow your many sides. Nationwide is on your side.
Well, immigration officials say once someone is deported, it's a complicated process that could take years to get back here. Today, we sat down with the director of Immigration Legal Advocacy Project. Now, she says that you have to file a request to re-enter the country. Then there's a parade of petitions, forms, and fees, and in some cases, a waiver. If that waiver gets denied, that person could be barred from the country for 10 years. ILAP's director says deportation is tough for any family.
That anxiety for the family, particularly if they're children, to not know if they're going to see their parents again. And often they've been picked up and deported not in a time when they had the chance to say goodbye or have the family plan and process what's going to happen.
Well, immigration officials say that the time frame varies based on each person's case. We're told oftentimes there's a backlog which can push cases back even more. Reporting in the studio, Lauren Bradley, WMTW News 8.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Now let's take a look at your stock markets and see where they closed at for this evening. Your Dow Industrial Average closed in the red and went down. Your S&P 500 Index closed in the red and went down. Your NASDAQ closed in the red and went down. RUSS 2K closed in the red and went down. And VIX closed in the green and went up. Stocks close lower as retail tanks. Macy's plummets 17%. U.S. equities closed lower on Thursday as retail stocks fell sharply on a back of Macy's weak quarterly results. The S&P 500 declined 0.2% with Macy's and Nordstrom dragging the index lower. The SPDR and SP Retail ETF XRT shed 2.7% as Macy's shares tanked by 17%. Trump planned to fire Show Bot Comey regardless, of DOJ recommendation. Two days after firing FBI Director James Comey, President Donald Trump offered a pointed evaluation of Comey's character, and instead that the determination was made before an evaluation of him by the Department of Justice. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Thursday night. Good night, everyone. Bye.